I really, as far as the college degree went and everything else, I didn't think so much about the college degree. And back in those days, at least my experience with it was, our advisors were very, very limited in their skills and their abilities to steer you in the right direction. So I got very poor advice. Example, I went on a scholarship to play basketball. In order to play basketball and to keep my scholarship, I also had to run track.
Mhm.
This meant basically the entire academic year I was practicing athletics every day.
Wow. Yeah.
The first semester I took 22 hours.
You took 22 hours still being in basketball and whatnot then? That's a lot of hours. That's a lot of time.
It's
yeah.
stupid. You can't do it. There's no way in maintaining decent grades.
No way. You're absolutely right.
And so, but there was nobody to advise me of that, and nobody gave me any steering in that nature. Well, then I dropped a couple of courses and everything else, and the coach gave me a little bit of advice in it. And he said, don't take over 18 hours. Well, but still, 18 hours is too much.
Too much.
Yeah. I mean, I only take up to, I have taken up to 18 hours, but working, it was still very, very
it's
hard.
impossible.
Well, the most I ever took raising my kids, I took 17 hours one semester and went 5 days a week and trying to run that house, commute back and forth to OU, help my 3 kids, and do all the rest of the things that you do. And I was absolutely, you asked him, I was absolutely worn out. And I said at the end of that thing, and I said, I'm not going back to school. I'm not going back to school. And he said, wait until the break is over and see how you feel.
Why don't you try taking 12 hours?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what.
And so then I did go back. When January came around, I was all kind of rested and
That's a lot of
recharged. And
that's a lot of the reason I've always said that I probably hated college. Was the fact that I didn't like the system, the way it was set up.
And you had a kind of a bad first year experience.
And I had a bad experience in college trying to maintain my scholarship and keep my grades up.
You're right. All right, let's keep going.
But even when I went to Nebraska, it was better, but not really great.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of moving to a little bit different subject. Whenever you were at home during your adolescence time period again, did you guys ever take vacations at all?
No.
Not even a little bit?
No.
Not even down the road?
Mom couldn't.
Okay.
She just didn't have time.
Mom worked all the time.
Yeah. Both of our mothers did. They were trying to raise us.
Did you all have a phone at all?
What?
Did you all have a phone at all?
Yeah. Didn't we?
Was it a single
Well, you
one?
did when I went up there.
Yeah, we had a phone.
During your adolescence?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it a single or is it like a party line?
Oh, yes, party line.
Party line.
Oh, yeah.
It was still party line when I married into the family.
Wow. What did that entail?
We had I'll tell you the story. We had 4 operators that ran the switchboard in Grafton. 4 different ladies. And they were related.
3 of them were sisters.
Yeah, 3 were sisters.
At
One
different
was a
houses?
sister-in-law.
At different houses?
Yeah, they lived in different houses.
Okay.
But the one house that owned the telephone company had this old switchboard with plugs in it, and that's what they would run, the switchboard. And there were many, many lines where you had 3 or 4 people. I think our line was always 3. Sometimes I think we had 4 on the line. And if it rang once, and then there was time spread, then that was whoever was ring 1. If it rang twice, that was whoever was ring twice.
Or 2 shorts and a long, or 2 longs and a short.
Whatever the
code was.
Whatever the signal was to identify them. The only thing about it was, like what Grandma used to do, Grandma would just pick it every time it was ringing. She'd pick up the phone and listen in because she'd want to find out what was going on in town.
Oh, and you could do that?
Oh, sure.
Oh.
And then if she thought it was interesting enough or didn't agree with it, then she'd start talking.
And y'all talk about us, spreading out information on the internet. Like, Jesus Christ, you got people.
I don't say anything about you doing that. But the first time I ever saw that, I just almost I was just dumbfounded. I would say, I thought, he knew that was already.